Hello, epic viewers from on the multiverse. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting Captaining Stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It'll only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The boxing process is about to commence. The boxing process is officially underway. Which figurines have I drawn forth? Which figurines have I prompted? Which figurines have I elicited? Let's find out. I'm going to shed light upon the answer to that inquiry. We have, or I should say I have, 3 Wookie Warrior figurines that are apparently derived from the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith action figure line. Are these figurines a paradigm of perfection? Are they the embodiment of resounding perfection? Are they the epitome of perfection? Let's find out. That's subjective. You could assess these figurines' merits down in the nitty-gritty details to determine whether or not they warrant a staggering premium price of over $3. Do I have any qualms about this purchase and decision? I do not know. I've yet to unbox these figurines. They're relegated to their innate default packaging. I need to liberate them. I need to set them free. In order to do so, I'm going to need to utilize my physical prowess to ravage the packaging. I need to penetrate through the packaging. Here's one Wookie Warrior, followed by his doppelganger, another Wookie Warrior. Of course, last but not least, we have another homogeneous Wookie Warrior. Are they disparate from one another? Who knows? That's an enigma. There's a lot of unboxing. To be ramped up. This is going to be savage. Perhaps I'm exaggerating a bit. I'm dainty, I'm petty, I'm feeble. Unboxing these figurines is an arduous task for me to achieve. Off the get-go, we have the first Wookie Warrior figurine. Are Wookiees audacious? Are they stoic? Are they noble? Are they valiant? They most likely are. He comes with a couple accessories, which encompass his shield in conjunction with his illustrious crossbow. He also comes with this item, which may be a blaster, who knows. His plastic tray, his plastic shell can be relegated to the trash. Here's the first Wookie Warrior. Here's the back once again of his cardboard back. He looks akin to Chewbacca. Is he Chewbacca's cousin? Perhaps. Will I buy a myriad of Wookie Warriors? Well, if you possess a copious amount of them, then you have the autonomy to construct your own Wookie Warrior army. If you want to forge your own army, then by all means buy a plethora of them. Do I have a copious amount of Wookie Warriors? I think I have at least 8. I have one more to finish unboxing. And then the 3 Wookie Warriors can join my prodigious action figure collection. They can be flaunted on my shelves. I have no qualms about this purchase and decision thus far. I knew what I was getting myself into. for under $5 per figurine, I can't really complain. I can reserve my complaints for another time. Another time is insinuating never. Or another time in this context is insinuating a time period that will never be brought to fruition in my life. In other words, I'm going to desist and completely abstain from complaining about the repercussions of this purchase and decision. Sure, I depleted my finite monetary assets and rendered myself poorer post-implemented this purchase and decision, but I did profit from the decision. Why, you may ask? Let me elucidate why. I received 3 stellar figurines. Of course, they're homogeneous to one another, but they coincide eminently well with the Star Wars action figure collection. I'm an avid devout Star Wars fan, so I have a proclivity to love Star Wars merchandise. Naturally, I was inclined to buy these figurines when I stumbled upon them for under $5 via Amazon. I love their sculpts, I love their deco, I love their hues, I love their textures, I love their shadings. These figurines do not denote poor craftsmanship by any means. They have articulation in their elbow joints. They have articulation in their legs. You can't rotate their thighs. You can swivel their arms. They can move their arms outwards and inwards. You can rotate their forearms. You can't rotate their biceps. Their head lacks rotation. It's not relegated to a disc joint. Actually, I retract my previous statement. Apparently, you can rotate their head. Doing so triggers appendage action, which entails them moving their arms upwards and downwards. Of course, they can rotate their waists. I'm not going to fidget or fiddle or tamper with the joints too much. I don't want to compromise their integrity, but they have ample points of articulation. Some missed opportunities that I would like to point out is that Hasbro neglected to include diaphragm joints within their bodies. They also neglected to include knee joints within their bodies. They also lack the ability to perform an ankle pivot. They can't perform an ab crunch. They lack finger joint articulation, so their articulation is finite in third and facets, but it's better than the typical modern day Star Wars figurine, in my humble, objective opinion. The harnesses can't be removed unless you sever them, which I don't advise doing. They're not marred with scuffs or scratches or dings or dents. They're practically unscathed. They're in near mint condition. They're practically in pristine condition. Are they impeccable? Well, in my opinion, I do not believe so. I would have preferred if they were taller. I would have preferred if they were heftier. I would have preferred if their joints were a bit sturdier. I'm not particularly fond of their faces. I don't like their mustaches. They already have enough hair. They don't need more hair protruding out of their bodies. I would have preferred if their muscle tones were more defined and that their biceps were enlarged. That way their physical prowess would be accentuated. Wookiees are supposed to be mighty, fearsome, audacious. They're not supposed to be petty, meek, timid. They're supposed to embody a warrior. He does look menacing. He does look powerful. However, he still could utilize more plastic. I can't reverse the past, so you either concede to buying these figurines and the other variants of Wookiee warriors, or you forgo building a Wookiee warrior collection altogether. So that's everything I wanted to divulge and spew from my vocal folds. Not abysmal figurines, but not the quintessential Wookiee warrior figurine either. Or not the quintessential Wookiee warrior figurines either. They have some corresponding accessories that you can equip. It's cumbersome to maneuver them into their hands. They're apt to fall out. Their grips aren't very sturdy. The weapons are kind of shoddy. I would have preferred if they had more color variations. I would have preferred if they were more dynamic. I would have preferred if they were bulkier. I would have preferred if they were less flimsy. So I guess they're not that utterly appalling, considering I paid under $5 for them, but they could utilize refinements. But I can't really complain because I procured these figurines for under $5 each, so I knew what I was getting myself into prior to the advent of implementing this purchase and decision, which can't be reversed at this point. The warranty is long past expired. The return date has expired, or has elapsed. I would have preferred if they could bend their elbows. They can only rotate them to a certain extent. I would have preferred if they had greater latitude for movements. But even if their articulation is finite, it's not the end of the world. At least they have articulation in stark contrast to this figurine, who lacks any semblance of articulation. So I'm also gratified that they have peg holes in bottom. I'm also gratified that they have peg holes embedded in the bottom of their feet. I'm jubilant, I'm buoyant, I'm gratified, I'm content, and optimistic. I love these figurines. I relish the Star Wars franchise, and I hope that I can procure more of them for under $5 in the pending years. I hope that you found this video to be intriguing and enthralling. Here are the figurines once again. You can scrutinize them for yourself. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.